Okay, so square root method. General form of quadratic is this. Okay, you can have equal 0 if it's a solution, if it's solving. Alright? But if this is gone, if the b term is gone, okay, and it's a subtraction problem. So if we just have ax squared, well, I won't tell you this is subtraction, but if we have just the x squared and the c, we can do this method. Now, I want to look at this two ways. This one is a difference of two squares, right? We could just factor this to x plus 5, x minus 5 equals 0. Okay? And then we could set these both equal to 0 and we get x equals negative 5, x equals positive 5. We know that. We just did that previous lesson. Alright? But there's another way. If we move this bad boy over, we get x squared equals 25. We can just take the square root of both sides. The only thing you got to remember is whenever you take the square root of a number, we have to add that plus and minus. Because the square root of 25 is positive 5 and negative 5. So there's two ways to do this problem. So we're going to go with the new way for now. So first off, on this one, we're going to move 64 over. We're going to have 4x squared equals positive 64. Then divide by 4, x squared equals 16. Well, hey, 16 is a perfect square, isn't it? So we're just going to square root here, square root there, and we got to remember to start off with that plus and minus. 4. Now, you don't have to write this down, but just so you know, again, since these are perfect squares, we could have done 2x plus 8, 2x minus 8, and factored it by a difference of squares. So there's always options. But in this one, we're practicing the square root method. Now, this next one looks like, well, we can't do anything with that. No. But if we minus 8, we get n squared equals 18. Now, even though 18 is not a perfect square, that's okay. We've dealt with this before. We can square root both sides. And we get n equals plus or minus the square root of 18. Which we know is not simplified, because what number is trapped inside the 18? 9 and 2. Right? So this is really plus or minus 3 root 2. That's my answer. We can simplify 18. That was 19. It would just be plus or minus square root 19. The 19 doesn't simplify. All right. Divide by negative 3. I don't know why I just drew that line. When I do that, I get a positive b squared. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Ooh, I wish it was 81. Because if it was 81, it'd be plus or minus 9. But it's not. Or if that's 243, that'd be great. But it's not. So we just square root both sides. And we say b is equal to plus or minus the square root of 82. Which we have to check. Are there any perfect squares in there? Well, no. 36 doesn't go in there. 49 doesn't go in there. 25 definitely does not go in there. 16 does not go in there. 9 does not go in there. And neither does 4. So we're done. We stop. That's it. Okay, this one we're going to add 12. Add 5 to both sides. We're going to get 10 b squared equals 12. Then divide by 10. So b squared equals 12 over 10, which reduces it to 6 over 5. Well, we're not there yet. We haven't square rooted. Now we put plus or minus square root of 6 over 5. Which technically square root of 6 over the square root of 5, right? And we're technically supposed to rationalize that. But we didn't do that, so don't worry about it. We'll leave it like that. The next one, we add 3 divided by 7, same thing, nothing new there. Now this next one's a little bit different. And this one throws people off a lot. We have a square root. We have a parentheses. Okay, so this one's different. This one has a parentheses, but the parentheses is being squared. So guess what? We can still square root that. That cancels that too. And we can square root that. So we have x plus 4 equals plus or minus the square root of 441. And now we just have to do some work. I don't know. So guess what? Square root of 441 is a perfect square. So this is actually 21. So we have x plus 4 equals plus or minus 21. This is where we break it off into two problems. We have x plus 4 equals positive 21, and x plus 4 equals negative 21. So we subtract 4, and we get 17. And we subtract 4, and we get further down the road, negative 25. Okay, on this one we can't square root yet. We gotta get rid of the minus, the 11. So we minus 11 both sides. That gives me 3x minus 6 in parentheses squared equals 4, 2, 3. 3 to 4. Now, when we square root and cancel that, we square root here. Well, the square root of 324 is 18. So we get 3x minus 6 equals plus or minus 18. And this is where we branch off. We do two problems. 3x minus 6 equals positive 18, and 3x minus 6 equals negative 18. So we're going to add 6 to get 24, and divide by 3 and get 8. We're going to add 6 and get negative 12, because negative 18 plus 6 is negative 12, and then divide and get negative